An international rear end, the rest of them are planetary. Old school, Buck, Bo Ellen style. Now he's second hook in the class, so he's going to have to live with that distance. It buried down on him a little bit, down on the big end. He had good ground speed at 200. 285.98. 295, 98, 295, and 98, 295 and 98. Bo Ellenstein runs a dirt construction company. Ah, the smell of a tractor pull. Gotta love it. Mosquitoes hate it. Sounds
for Adam Wilms.
Bailey out of Odessa, Texas, going to move that checkered flag. 316.85, 316.85. He'll put that John Deere into first place. He's been having a little bit of trouble, been fighting it pretty hard. On the replay, we'll run that replay one time. That's a beautiful pass. Front end up in the air, just skimming the ground. Flagman backing up. 301 and 42 is the distance of the Agent Orange. 301 and 42. Up on the big screen, this is Dirt Slinging Deer. Little lady, little bitty lady. Wait a minute. I got to take that back. Dad's driving tonight. Dad is driving tonight. David York, Dirt Slinging Deer. First time I know he's been in the seat in quite a time. Most usually, McKenzie's taking the driving. 309 and change for the Dirt Slinging Deer. 309 and 60. That is a past points champion as well. And Dave York back in the seat. Carrying the front end really well, squatting the rear tires. Got a little bounce right there at the end. Picked a spot on the track that he liked to go. So younger brother says, my turn. So he drove for the first time in Ravenna, Nebraska, second weekend in June. He learned a lot, just like the other person did a while ago. Galt Porter. You've seen this tractor here before. He won here last year. Come on, Galt. Attaboy. Attaboy. Gangrene. $281.80, 291.80, 291.80. You know, you're talking about a lot of horsepower in these tractors. They can pull a 40,000-pound sled, but they ain't got enough power to pull themselves out of a set of ruts. Got to build that boost up so high. In Texas, there he is. I do a show for him third weekend of April. From my house to his is 8.5 hours. From my house to here is 11 hours. That's how far away from home he is. He's from deep South Texas. 19-some hours away from home. The sheet metal on this tractor, the 830, one of a kind, folks. No other tractor built like it in the United States. He runs a big construction company. He's got some tools down there. I took a tour of his farm. He's got a big ox down there. I didn't know they made that big. He does some serious dirt moving in deep South Texas. They call it the Bulletproof Buck out of Nordheim, Texas. you likes the looks of that John Deere tractor? That is a nice one. I like the size of the exhaust point. I like the size of the exhaust pipe. They had to go past that 316 and change. Had to go past 316. He goes 310 and 12. 310 and 12. That'll put him in the number 2 spot with one good looking first time. I know everybody's going to support her, win, lose, or draw. I know everybody's going to support her. Dad is not out there telling her what to do. He's come over here to the fence line. He's sitting down. He's letting her have it all by herself. Back up, back up, back up. She tried to do it faster that time. Rather than spool it up, she tried to do it faster. And it would have worked the way the tractor come on if she'd have been lighter on the clutch. Dad just spoke to her, and he's going back over the sideline. He's not getting her stirred up. That's him walking back over the sideline. He just went up there, give her a little advice.
Over on the truck side here, we've got the last hook. Darren Chris, the wild child out of Tyndall, South Dakota, knows what he has to do. 322.63. Got to beat that mark to win it.
This is Katie's last attempt. Come on, girl, come on. Ain't gonna work. She'll never forget what took place. All right, here we go with the gone. Cody York. He thought he would try this right side. There's the young man right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's not young anymore. He's been pulling for quite some time. I announced this young man when he first started. Just like Katie a while ago, it probably took Cody 3-4 times. And since that time, he's turned out to be one of the top drivers in the United States as he goes 291 and 54. 291 and 54. Look at the replay, the rear tire squatting. Wanted to try this right side. Now, I don't blame him for trying this right side, but apparently it's just your tractor. Wampus Cat. Oh, they're working everywhere on that track. They're trying to far right, trying to far left. They're trying to find the sweet spot that nobody else has found. 291 and 70. 291 and 70 will put the Wampus into 6th position. Facebook page, Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling. On Facebook, put your guesses in. Motor in the sled is an air-cooled Deutz. That's what propels the sled back and forth, is an air-cooled Deutz. Reason I know that is the Bowers bought it from this guy right here. That's where they get their Deutz motors. He is a Deutz guru. First time out this season, Rair Breed, and that's what it is. Clutch turned loose, motor was coming down, turning the clutch loose. RPM keeps the motor locked in, but it is a new machine, ladies and gentlemen, a totally new machine. Out of Iowa, you never know till you try something, and he's trying it. How about a round of applause for the Rair Breed, one of a kind. Is brand spanking new. We are popping this show right on through. Not going to take a intermission. The concession stand is, you watch a tractor pull, you can go to concession stand, get you a pork sandwich, get it paid for, and almost get back to the track before. David Fleming, no name on the tractor, just a 4955. Working that brake, he was standing on that brake. We got 4th of July going over the top of that house. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh.
We got Scott Frank backing up to the sled over here out of Palmer, Iowa. Chance Encounter, our next hook here in the diesel super stock class. Now this tractor won the points last season with the Outlaws Truck and Tractor Pullers Association.
Deere sheet metal to a 60-30 John Deere going down the track. This class has got a little bit of everything. I still got power on this. Lights are out, but we still got power here. High compression was Scott Jensen out of Blair, Nebraska.
Dave over on the diesel super stock side, we got a new leader, 310.11 feet, as Scott Frank Chance Encounter moves into that number 1 spot.
And the high compression tractor out of Nebraska goes 303.21. 303.21. It looks like now unofficially going down through here. 310. Rut Cutter. Rut Cutter still doing. This class is not over. We got a couple more to go, but there's your rundown. Rut Cutter John Deere sets number 1 out of Missouri. Bulletproof Buck sets number 2 out of Texas, and Dirt Slinging Deer from Missouri is 3rd, and the high compression just moved into 4th. Nebraska's 4th and 5th. So got some awful good distances. Let's go back out to Nebraska, Ravenna, Nebraska, the red zone. Bill Barrett. Bill Barrett, red zone. A lot of these boys are going to be right up here in that same spot. A lot of these boys are going to be up here real close. That 3rd, 4th, 5th position going to be awful close. .293.01. 293.01 for the red zone. That close to 300 foot, and you're still set in the number 7 spot. We're being invaded by the diesel mechanic shop in Montgomery City. He is pretty awesome on diesel motors. He's tapped out. He had about as good a ground speed at 150 foot as anybody going down that track. He had about as good a ground speed. He was deer hunting.
I want to see that replay because he was awfully close to that boundary line over there. Not looking good for Taylor Van Beek. They've brought out the pull-off vehicle, going to pull him off the track. Folks, they've got T-shirts for sale for this tractor back here. There's a white hauler back here, a toter home. It's back here behind the announcer's stand, back here behind the crow's nest. They've got USA-themed T-shirts back there for sale. Goes to veterans programs for veterans of the U.S. military.
will be the Wampus Cat with Steve Cavan. Want to say thank you to AgroShield, an OTTPA sponsor, the chemical company that protects your crop from bugs, fungus, or whatever. AgroShield. Schaefer Oil.